walking on the wild side, wide open every time, letting it fly. You can find me high on the mountaintop, floating down a river rock, living for the ride. If you really want room to run, I'll show you where to get it done. Step off the back porch, jump across the fence, don't let the barbed wire catch you in the pants. I'll be waiting in the bottom by the Tomball Creek. Come on, take a walk on the wild side.
For this week's adventure, I agreed to escape the first colds of winter with a trip to Southwest Florida and Marco Island, where my wife Pam and I will be enjoying the seamlessly endless beaches and local attractions. And for her part, my wife agreed to try her hand at fishing. And since she's never fished before, my friend Kevin of Seagone Charters will have his hands full. So come along with us as we catch a variety of different species and learn a lot about the area known as the 10,000 Islands. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Nice to see you.
See ya.
This is my wife, Pam.
Nice
Glad
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
We're here from Tom Bob Outdoors. We're looking to do a little fishing down here in Goodland.
I think we can do that.
And what kind of fish are we going to be looking at today?
Well, we're probably going to be targeting some redfish, some trout, some snapper, some pompano, flounder. This time of year, we got a lot of different species moving in. So we've got a really good chance at getting a lot of different species today.
Well, that's great. That's why we came down here. And I know I sent you some of our lures before, and you said the mackerel have been just chewing them up.
Yeah, mackerel like them. Unfortunately, they line that they're attached to as well. So we have lost a couple because of that. We've moved over to a wire leader now to eliminate a little bit of that problem.
Well, I brought plenty more, so we're going to see what we can do.
So the manatees come in here?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple that live right here in our harbor year-round. As a matter of fact, we've got a big male manatee in here. He's about 12 feet long, weighs close to 2,000 pounds. The mangrove trees, which you see here, they're what actually build the islands.
Right.
The mangrove trees comes first. And probably should have showed you along the way. We'll see some. If you see something floating in the water that looks about like a string bean,
Yes, I saw some yesterday.
okay, that's
Yes.
the seeds from these trees.
They were about this long.
Yeah, they're probably 6 to
Yes.
10 inches long.
That's the
But,
seed.
yeah, it's about bigger than
Wow.
your finger, and it floats vertically in the water like that.
Yes.
And it will float along in the current and the tide until it finds a shallow area, and then the bottom of it will stick in the sand, and it will grow roots, and it'll grow a tree.
Are those oysters?
Yep. A lot of
Along the
oysters
coast?
along the edges there, and all around the branches of those trees, they attach themselves to the roots on the roots of those trees, and that's where they live. Now, you notice how those roots are real tangled?
Right.
How far do you think you could walk through there? Not very.
Not very far.
The original inhabitants down here were the Calusa Indians. And the Calusa Indians, they say, could make 10 miles a day through that. And that was carrying all their gear on their back to make a camp on the other side, because they knew which of those branches and roots that they could step on without falling through.
Hang on for more action with Friends in Wild Places.
Tim here from Tom Bob Outdoors. I've been asked from time to time by both pros and amateur fishermen, is there a simple, easy way to check line break strength? And yes, there is. Cheap and inexpensive. All you need is a bathroom floor scale, either some weights or another person to help you out. And all I'm doing here is using a simple scale. I tied 2 loop knots, threaded through a brass dowel. What you're gonna see is as I lift, you're gonna see the weight go down on the scale. You just need to pay attention to it, either the digital readout or the dial indicator. Record your weight at break and do the subtraction from where you started, and you got your line break strengths. We're gonna start with some cheap braid that I got off of eBay. Came direct in from China, and we're gonna see it's rated for 50 pounds. You can see most of the spool's still here, because after I did the test, I really didn't put it on my fishing reels. So we'll go ahead and check this out. You can see it's going, weight's going down. down, 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 and it breaks. Now, you do your simple subtraction, and there you go, that's your line break strength. That's another tech tip here at Tom Bob Outdoors. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Now we got a pretty strong wind, so as the wind gets stronger, you're definitely going to need to watch where you cast. You don't want to cast with the wind in your face, and unfortunately the wind's coming right from the bank. So we're going to fish this way, all the way around to this way, and we're looking for out here is trout. Less windy and a little bit brighter sun. I was going to try to take you guys a little out today and target a fish called a triple tail, but I'm afraid it's just going to be just a little too rough out there today. Silver trout. And this is our medium species of trout. We have 3 different ones. This one is the middle of the road. These don't get real big. They'll get 15, 16 inches, but they're really tasty. Also known as we call them a vampire fish with those 2 fangs in the front. In the sunlight, they're beautiful because they're iridescent. You get the purples and the blues and all the different colors off of them. They're really pretty. Try not to handle these guys any more than we have to, and we handle them very gently because they're pretty sensitive. And if you handle them too much with your hands, it'll take the slime off their skin, and that's what protects them from bacteria and diseases and stuff. So we try not to handle them any more than we have to.
Yep, I got him.
There you got him. There you go, right on the surface.
I did it. I snatched it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Another silver.
It's funny because there is a different feel.
Yes, they do. They bite differently.
They do. It's a different kind of a snatch. Is that what you?
Yep. Yep. Almost every one of our species has its own distinctive bite.
Yeah.
And after a while, you will start learning those. You do it a little bit, and you'll go, okay, that's a trout, or that's a sheephead, or that's a snapper. And from before, the redfish, it's just a solid pull. Same way with the permit. But these trout are very aggressive. They hit it very quickly. They're a predator, and they'll hit it real fast, and then he'll let it go, and then he'll come back and hit it again, and he'll let it go.
Keep the rod up.
Yeah, keep the rod up high. Well, I tell you, I want to take some pictures of you so I can show to my other customers. That's the perfect form. When you've got a fish on, get that rod up high and keep it up there. Be surprised. Uh-oh, wrong species.
Oh, let's see. Catfish.
Catfish.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Unfortunately, there's a
Little
few.
one.
There's a few of these out here too. Uh-oh, that's got some size to it. Oh, we got a mackerel, and you hooked him sideways.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh.
That's okay.
Reel him in a little more. Aw. Should I put him in?
That's okay. I'll come get him.
Oh, the poor thing.
Now these little guys, you definitely don't want to. Yeah, that's all right. Look at those teeth.
Oh yeah.
And he's got a mouthful of razor sharp teeth. And this is what we were talking about yesterday, when you're fishing and all of a sudden you just get one quick thump and all of a sudden your hook and your line, your weight and everything's gone. That's what did it, is that guy right there, that Spanish mackerel. They swim real fast.
How do you
and
catch a fish sideways?
it was just a 1 in a million shot. The fish that you were getting bit by missed it, and he just happened to be swimming by, and
I snatched it.
when you went to set it, you set it and you saw it.
That was weird.
Actually, that's pretty unusual to foul hook a mackerel because they are so fast that it's pretty unusual that you would even be able to get the hook near him without him getting away.
Maybe. No.
Nope, Jack. But you knew it wasn't a trout
Yeah.
because of the way he was fighting.
Yeah.
And he's a yellow
That's
one.
kind of fun to guess
Yeah.
Try to figure out what it is, you know?
It's really fun when you hook something and it's screaming line off at about 300 miles an hour. Then you're trying to guess, you know, is it a shark? Is it a stingray? Is it a big tarpon or a snook? All right, we're gonna move down just a little bit. Just like Fred.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They hang around. Actually, if you'll pay attention to nature down here, she'll tell you just about everything you need to know. And one of the things is, if you see these white birds hanging around a lot in one area, there's a lot of bait there. That's because they're eating. And those guys are some of the best fishermen out here, and they don't fish for fun. They're out here for breakfast. Nope. So just keep reeling. Let's see if we can get him to chase it. Sometimes if they're not real hungry, by reeling it very slowly across the bottom, it makes it look like prey that's trying to escape from him, and that will entice him to become aggressive, and he'll hit it even if he's not hungry. We got a rockfish.
A rockfish.
Mother-in-law fish.
You really want to wait for him to bend it and hold it down. Now, reel.
Yes.
Reel. You got him. You got him. Sheephead.
Woohoo! See, got it.
Another species.
That one.
All right, because he's got the two sets, and it's got one set inside the other. See, there's two whole sets of molars in there.
Molars.
And then he's got these big incisors in the front that he can go along these roots, and he just chips off little pieces of mollusks and crustaceans and eats them. That's what they mostly eat. These are very,
And it
very...
can, what did you say? It can
Well,
crush?
he can grab an oyster and just crush it in his teeth, and then he sucks the oyster out of the middle and just spits the shells back out. They've got extremely powerful jaws because all their muscles are up in here. And these are very tasty fish. They're a real popular fish late in the winter down here. The larger ones of these will start moving in from offshore, and these will get to be 10 or 12 pounds.
Wow.
And you get a 12-pound one of these, they're really good to eat. But these guys, the neat part about these guys is a 1-pounder and a 10-pounder bite exactly the same. Just that nibble, nibble, nibble,
Right.
nibble, nibble. And that's why when you lift it up slowly, you teased him into just getting mad and grabbing it. And when you're doing that, you'll get a couple of 1-pounders, and then all of a sudden you'll be doing that, and that 10-pounder will grab it. And when you go to set the hook, you pull back, he pulls back, and then it's a tug of war to see who goes first, because he'll bend that rod right down to the water. They're really, really powerful fish.
Why is
Right.
he all puffed up? Look at it. It's a puffer fish. Look
He's letting a little air out
at
there.
it.
Look at those eyes. Isn't that
Yes.
pretty? They're green.
Look at it. That's awesome.
That's his defense mechanism.
Oh, he is so cute.
When predator fish start getting around him and he gets scared,
Check
he
it
puffs himself
out.
up with air or water.
Yeah.
If he's in the water, he'll puff himself up with water like that, and it makes him look bigger to the
Yeah,
predator.
his eyes are
Now,
beautiful.
you
Look
definitely,
at it.
you do not want to put your hand in that mouth. Look at those teeth.
Right.
There's one on the top and one on the bottom. It looks like a parrot's beak, and he'll take the tip of a finger right off. Very, very strong. All right, this is a mangrove snapper, mainly because they live up here next to the mangroves. And these guys will be anything from a silver color like this to almost a copper penny color, depending on how many shrimp they eat. And they get the name snapper pretty naturally. See those two teeth on the top? And if he wants to, he can open and close that mouth faster than you can blink your eye. And when he bites down on something, he'll lock his jaws just like a snapping turtle. and he won't let go. And even though they don't have enough power in their jaws to do a lot of damage to you, it still startles you and it hurts. And you'll usually wind up having to take a screwdriver or a knife blade or something and pry his mouth open to get your finger back out. It really, and these are also another very tasty fish. They'll get up to 3 or 4 pounds. Now this is a little small. They have to be at least 10 inches to keep. He's just under. He's probably 9.5. So we'll let this little guy go back and we'll get his big brother.
Yeah.
All right,
I got a redfish.
there you go. He didn't come to the surface though. Good job.
Woohoo! There's dinner.
Yes, sir. Oh, he was just barely hooked.
Look at that. All right, so you rip off the tail. This is how you do it. You rip it off,
Last section of tail. Now
and then you take the back end and you feed it through the hook. And this part isn't so bad because, you know, they're alive.
well, they have such a rudimentary nervous system that you're not hurting him. He doesn't even feel that.
He doesn't feel it. All right. And there you have it, or sort of. So there he is. Okay. I did it. Oh, here we go. Oh,
There you go.
there we go. Oh,
All
look
right.
at it.
That's a lane snapper. Nice one, too. There's a little line, and then just lift out. Oh, yeah. Nice fat one.
Look at those colors.
Yeah, they're so pretty. And as they get a little older, they get these black lines that come from their nose all the way past their eyes, and they look real ominous. They look like a bandit. He's still kind of a young one. It's a pretty little fish, though.
Awesome.
Very dark, I think.
Ah, I got a shark! I think I got a shark.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
You got a mad shark. All right.
what do I do?
All right, now
Do I do
we're
it
gonna,
in?
Okay, we're gonna pump and reel. We're gonna go down with our rod and reel.
Down.
Reel at the same time. Reel, 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 reel. Stop.
Okay.
Now lift up. See him?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he's gonna run a little line. All right. Now we're gonna you're not fighting him with the reel. You're fighting him with the rod.
Okay.
You're gonna lift up.
All right.
Now reel and go down. Reel, 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 reel. Stop reeling.
All right.
Lift up. Nice one.
Woo!
Oh yeah, that's a nice
Oh my
3-footer.
gosh, look at him.
Awesome. That's a
All
nice
right.
bonnet head. Okay.
Pull him up.
I just hold on to him for just a second. When you get a shark and you're handling him, it's best to get a good grip around his head. You don't want to squeeze too tight. Then you take your finger and you put it right on top of his head and just roll him over on your arm, just like this, and just rub her belly very gently, and she just goes to sleep. Oh, yes. Isn't that soft?
Yeah.
Now go from the back to the front and rub her.
To the front. Oh.
Feel how rough that is? It's like
Yeah.
sandpaper.
Oh my goodness, it is.
Yeah. Sharks actually have scales, just like a fish, but they're very, very small.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But when you turn her over on her back like this keeps her kind of immobile. She
Right.
doesn't fight as much, and that way she won't damage herself. This is a little female,
That is.
full grown.
That really feels like sandpaper.
Yeah, go down the side the same way.
Oh,
See
yeah.
how rough that is?
Yeah. I mean, complete.
Completely different. It's just
Yes.
silky smooth one way and
Yes.
rough the other way.
Yes.
Yeah. Now these are a member of the hammerhead family. It's just one of the hammerhead species, but they call these a bonnet head. They're real hardy little fish. Let's get her back in the water and let her. She'll swim away right away. Good job. This is not what we thought, kids. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's swimming, and it's trying to get away. Oh, there he goes. Now he's mad. Oh yeah. He didn't even know he was hooked.
Oh, really?
Oh! That was a huge fish.
Snapped it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm guessing that was about a 40 to 48 inch snook.
No. Oh.
He was so big he didn't care that I was dragging him out here. He was just coming along for the ride until he got up close to the boat, and then he decided he wasn't going to be here anymore. Yeah, he snapped that 20-pound line like it was nothing.
So, Captain Kevin, thanks for taking us fishing.
Hey, it was my pleasure. It was a pleasure to have you out there today. You guys did real well. We beat this rainstorm and got some fishing in before it got real nasty. And you did real well. You've done good.
Well, thank you.
You've learned a lot.
You were a great teacher.
Well,
Yeah.
I was happy to do it. That's part of what we like to do down here. We want to teach people about our area and how to fish it and what kind of fish we have. You did real well as far as the number of species. I think we're up to about 19 separate species. So
Yeah, that was great.
Pretty good trip all in all.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
Thanks.
We're here enjoying a little bit of shelling time. Not only has Pam beat me at fishing, but she's beat me at shelling too. We'll catch you next week here at Tom Bob Outdoors, Friends in Wild Places.
Okay, that's a wrap. Take.